of course, my father has his support in Syria. He has support in the military. He has his support in the Ba'ath Party. He has support, between all the educated people. As I told you, when he left, he had 30,000 members just from the Association of Highly Educated People.
So do you reach out, for example, to people
we
in the
reach out to a lot.
military
Of course, we speak to a lot of people in the military. We speak to a lot of people in the Ba'ath Party. A lot of people speak to us. They want, of course, they are with the change. Of course, they are with democratic change. But at the same time, they tell us, please go check those videos. Those people, go check what Qaradawi is saying. Go check that Qaradawi when he calls on jihad against the infidel Alawites who are more infidels than Christian and Jews. Is that the kind of democracy we're going to have? Is it when the Grand Mufti of Saudi Arabia comes out and incites Muslims on burning churches in the Middle East, or when he welcomes a statement made by Qaradawi, about killing Alawites and Shias and calling them infidels? This is certainly not what the Syrian people want. This is what they are worried about. Those videos that you are seeing that are worrying and scaring the West, they are the same videos that are worrying and scaring the people inside Syria. I mean, if things continue the way they are, just having an influx of jihadists and just putting those black banners everywhere, of course, because as you've read, I'm sure all of you read the report from the Word Tribune, saying that now Bashar is winning 70% of the heart and mind of people, but not because they are with Bashar. It's just they fear the worst. They fear that they will be replacing the devil that they know with something that's much worse. Well, I think the United States should not stay in the back. They should take the lead. They've been shy until now in standing in the back. They should take the lead, and they should be the ones with the international community bringing, as I said, this democratic opposition together, creating a genuine democratic opposition that the Syrian people would say, oh, finally, In Syria or in the Middle East, that's the only way it could work. A lot of people would tell you democracy wouldn't work in the Middle East. That's actually, democracy is the only way to protect and the only way that would work for the Middle East. Because you have to have equality of all citizens under the rule of law, regardless of religion, ethnic group, or sex and sex. Would the Islamists agree to that? I don't think so. That's why I said we have to expose them. We have to bring people under those conditions, that they have to sign to those conditions. And these are our values. These are universal values that they have to adhere to them. And this is what we're supporting. So what are we supporting? A democracy, Saudi Arabia style? Sorry, this is not what we want. I don't think that the United States wants to ever be seen as, we brought an Islamist regime to power and then we can't deal with it. And then they'll have to deal with those hundreds of fighters who are from Europe now fighting alongside Al-Qaeda. There's a huge warning about them. What would we do? The Home Office in Britain, in Germany, in Spain, everywhere else. What would you do when those hundreds of fighters come back? Well, you have to think about it. What does it mean, what would you do? You have 800 or 1,000 people are trained like Rambos who will be back in their countries. How are you going to rehabilitate them?
If you were somehow able to physically meet with President Assad, what would you tell him? What would you say?
He knows what I'll tell him. You've messed up. You've messed up everything. You ruined the country. Everything, the country that was once a beautiful country, except, with all this beautiful mosaic of people who lived in safety, instead of moving it gradually. And he had the chance. He just didn't want to get, help of other groups. He just wanted everything for himself. It doesn't work that way. It was destroyed for the past 2 years. And I don't think that the opposition or the rebels is in lack of arms. It was destroyed by both sides. 100,000 people have died. 45,000 of these people are members of civilians and members of security services. So we cannot say that they don't have enough arms. They don't need more arms. We need diplomacy to work. We need a political solution.